Welcome to Relationship Coaching Live. Today, I'm going to do the Healing from Narcissistic Abuse series. And specifically, we're going to talk about, or we're going to learn about, and I'm learning with you because I'm always open to learn. uh, Sometimes some people, some experts think they know everything, but I am not one of those. I'm a relationship coach and I'm always open to learn and to hear your stories more than anything. I would love to hear your stories. If you have any stories of narcissistic abuse and you relate to what I'm saying or the stories I'm telling or the types of narcissists, because today we're going to do types of narcissists. Whew. And why has this anything, what has this anything to do with healing from narcissistic abuse? Well, it has everything to do with we can spot them much easier if we have the information. Remember, knowledge is definitely power. So, anyway, so let's start today. Let's get to the meat of this presentation. It's not a presentation, it's a chat. We're talking, but I'm just being silly. Okay, so let's share screen. I'm going to share screen of here is, okay, you guys can see it. I see you can see it. And let me go to the photo. Okay, so here we have different types of narcissists. Okay, like we have the overt and grandiose. Let's start with that guy, okay, or girl, aka classic, agentic. I don't know what that means, or extroverted. I know what that means. So they're like very charming, exploitative, and controlling. Has an inflated ego and expects special treatment. Ooh, well, I can relate to that. I know many, many people like that. But sometimes people have like a little bit of a big ego. That doesn't mean they're narcissistic, okay? And also, there's a spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder where, it's like the autism spectrum. It's all different kinds of levels and different types. So we can't just say, oh, she took a selfie, she's a narcissist. No, okay? That's not what it's about. Again, we all have to a certain level of ego, which is actually healthy, right? It's very healthy. So the overt grandiose, and you know what, you guys, I also have a website that I found that is very good. Okay, so here it's more information about this type of narc. Okay, so let me stop screen and I'm going to show you. We're going to study together what this grandiose kind of narc looks like. So grandiose, this is also known as the classic. Yes. And we've all met somebody like that, right? Especially here where I am in LA. You meet those people like, hey, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And it's like, who cares? Tell me about like who you are. I don't care what you're doing right now. Okay. Unless it's something that I'm interested in. But, and I'll listen, of course, you'll listen. I know we all listen, but yeah, it's the type of person that talks about themselves all the time and pretends to be interested in you. Let's keep it real, okay? So this is also known as the classic or stereotypical narcissist, and what many think of when they use this term, right? We all think about, oh yes, I am fantastic, I am awesome. Yeah, we all think that when we hear narcissist. These individuals are typically described as arrogant, entitled, charming. Oh, so charming, honey. Grandiose, superficial, and vain. That's a lot of adjectives, guys. Arrogant, entitled, charming, grandiose, superficial, and vain. That is intense. Dr. Duversula, I don't know who this person is, describes these individuals as show-offs or overly confident and frequently not accompanied with an accurate assessment of their abilities. Yeah, I'm not going to say who I'm thinking about, that everything is the best and he has the best everything. It's like, it's kind of, to me, it's kind of funny at this point. When I see one of these, I'm like, oh God, you're so, thank you for letting me know who you are. That's what I think when I meet one of these people. They tend to lack empathy and have a proclivity for lying and being antagonistic, 100%. When these individuals are disappointed, they will exhibit rage. Ooh, I can think of Give me a P, give me a DIDDY. Yeah. And also another person I'm not going to say because it's a political thing. But anyway, I don't want to get into politics. So we and others may find ourselves attracted to them. Absolutely, because they're charming. Oh, they charm literally. They charm you. I know this phrase is so not woke, but they charm. My ex literally charmed my pants off. I know this is very sad to say, but we stayed together for 3 years until I realized I gotta go. Yeah, this is not working. But they do charm you. They're very charming until they switch on you and then they go blah, crazy, and then they charm you again. It's like a roller coaster of insanity. So these individuals may also be rather prominent in their communities. Absolutely, because they're kind of leaders. I know it sounds crazy, but they're leaders because they're so charming and they lie so well. So they'll tell you what you want to hear. And they can fake empathy, by the way, also. When interacting, okay, so this is the advice. When interacting with these individuals, one-on-one conversations tend to be one-sided. So if you see all these, traits, if you start seeing these, start your alarm needs to go beep 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 beep. Okay, the narc dar, is that an or narc dar? Okay, well, we just made a word, you guys. They will often be very talkative, but it is about themselves. When you attempt to talk, they may seem uninterested and act busy. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, we know. I mean, especially here in LA, you guys, it's like so many people like that. If you in the comments, if you want to tell me if you know people like that, please do, because it's always fun when we all meet each other and it's like, oh, I know this person. I've been near this person. They are exactly like that. Okay, so let's stop sharing screen and let's go to the picture that I have that I love, that those narcs descriptions. Let's go here and let me go see it. Okay, so let's go. Why don't we go? We don't have to go in order. I would love to do the malignant, but it's kind of in order. We'll do left column, right column, and then the middle. But I might have to do an extra relationship coaching live podcast for these, because I don't know if we have time to cover all of them. So anyway, malignant. He or she is the most severe type, associated with antisocial traits, hostile, aggressive, paranoid, and sadistic. Well, aren't they delightful? Yes. So let's see if the website has some description of these. Have you guys ever met somebody like that? A malignant narcissist? I have. And unfortunately, it's a person that used to be close to me. And it's not the boyfriend. He wasn't, I don't think he was malignant. He was just braggy and annoying and abusive. So let me share the website, you guys. And let me see, where's the website? Here it is. So let's see, covert, vulnerable. No, we're going to go to malignant. Here it is. Okay. So this website apparently is Dr. Duvarsula. I'm not familiar with her, but she seems like she knows her stuff. So malignant narcissist, according to Dr. Duvarsula, this is the most toxic and aversive type of narcissist. Oh, yes. This form takes the grandiose narcissist and adds a more exploitative, antagonistic, Machiavellian, and at times seemingly psychopathic overlay. Yes. Malignant narcissists drive people to the edge and leave them feeling betrayed, fearful, manipulated, tricked, and devastated. Oh, she couldn't have said it better. That's exactly what these types of narcs do. They just destroy. They're here. I think they're here on this planet to just destroy people and leave us completely broken. But, the good news is, just by the way, I want to say this, as a victim of narcissistic abuse and as a relationship coach, I can tell you that you can heal from narcissistic abuse. It's a long road, but if you have been affected by a narcissist, whatever any of these types qualifies for you to get therapy, okay? And they should be getting therapy, right? But I don't think narcissists have the capacity to change. I know that sometimes, like on TikTok, you see these people where they're like, I'm a narcissist. Ask me anything. What do you want to know about us? And I'm like, dude, if you were a narcissist, a real one, would you really be given the information? Give us the tea? Maybe, right? Maybe this person went through therapy and he or she became self-aware and they are like, well, I want to help other people, but do they really want to help? Maybe they're helping themselves by doing it. Maybe that's their agenda. I don't know. Okay, let's continue with the malignant narcissist. So the malignant narcissist is often referred to as the dark triad. Ooh, you guys, this is serious. Psychopathy, dang, Machiavellism, or whatever, however you pronounce that. My Latino tongue can't say it correctly. And narcissism, great. Oh, delicious. Yeah, I want to meet this person. Or dark tree tetrad. Okay, so it's four. I'm not probably mispronouncing it, but bear with me. From Argentina, so what do I know? So the four dark traits are psychopathy, Machiavellism, sadism, and narcissism. Oh my gosh. I have a question. Do you guys think that people who practice S&M are this type of narcissist if they're dominant? I don't think so, though. I think that's a whole different thing. But just a question I'm throwing out there. These individuals are quite charming, yet political, manipulative, and often lack remorse. Due to their exploitative nature, they can truly cause a lot of devastation and damage to others. Yes, these are individuals who may not only bend or break the rules, but also abuse their power. These individuals often see others as disposable and a means to an end. Wow. Leaving a relationship with a malignant narcissist can be very difficult due to fear of the narcissist and what they may do. Yes, 100%. I did meet a malignant narcissist in my lifetime, and I was scared of this person. I am not scared anymore, but yeah, they're a little scary because you don't know. They're pretty vengeful too. If you hurt their feelings, or if they're not doing with you what they want to do with you or they want to get you to do. So, yeah, I'm kind of a little scared of them. Oh, hi, Gary. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Thank you, my love. So, yeah, I don't know, you guys. What do you think? Tell me in the comments what you think. I'd love to hear from you and have conversations with you in the comments. It's always fun. I enjoy it very much. Anywho, yeah, so the malignant narcissist, my goodness, they're scary. They're very scary. They really are. And this person, unfortunately, it was a close person, unfortunately. I was not, I hate the word paranoid, but I was always cautious, very, very cautious. Like I thought, he was going to send someone to do something to me or do it himself, or herself. I'm not going to give genders, or themselves. So yeah, so it was quite scary. And that's when I decided to learn martial arts. It's called Krav Maga. It's an Israeli martial arts. And let me tell you, Krav Maga is amazing. And nobody's paying me to say this, okay? I did it for 3 years until I tore my meniscus because I did it a little bit too hard and I screwed up my meniscus. It's all good now. It's fine. It's healed. The meniscus is, I know it sounds like a Jewish soup, but it's actually by your knee. It's near you. It's next to you, like the kneecap. It's next to it. It's like part of the knee system. And it was very painful. But anyway, so I did Krav Maga for 3 years. And I highly recommend it if you had an experience and are healing from narcissistic abuse to take on martial arts, specifically Krav Maga, because Krav Maga is an Israeli martial art that is about street fighting. So it's very to the point. It's like defense and offense. So they don't play. I'm telling you, Krav Maga, when they teach you, they're not playing. And they also teach you how to take pew-pews from people and other stuff. Okay. If you get what I'm saying, because I can't say these things on YouTube. So I'm streaming all over. So I'm streaming on YouTube. I can't say it. But But yeah, so it made me feel, it empowered me very much because I knew that even if this person tried to attack me physically, I was very ready. I knew what to do. I felt empowered and confident that I could take care of myself because, I'd rather use my body as a WEAPON than, you know, other things. And your body can be one. Yes, let me tell you, what they teach you in Krav Maga, you will be empowered. Regardless, even if you haven't gone through narcissistic abuse and you want to feel empowered, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. Okay. It saved my mind. It really did. All right, let's move on to the next type of narc because aren't these guys fun? Huh? There's so many types. We got to remember them all so we can spot them. Okay, so the next one, let's go like here. Somatic. Oh, this is funny. Obsessed with their body, weight, and physical appearance. To a certain extent, we're not obsessed with our appearance and body and weight, but we've been kind of trained and programmed to um, take, look after that, right? Kind of like take care of ourselves. But I guess there's kind of like a line between taking care of yourself and being a somatic narcissist. So they believe that they're prettier, stronger, or fitter than others. I'm sorry, this is so funny. Their perception, it's all, this life is all about perception, you guys, but the perceptions of the narcs, just like so screwed up, you guys. I'm sorry I'm laughing at you, narcissists, if you're like watching this, but it tickles me. Anyway, so we did the somatic. Let's see if this lady has this doctor. She's amazing. Okay, she doesn't have the somatic, but the somatic is kind of fun, I think, to spot because, and it kind of hard sometimes too, because you like if you go to the gym, everybody's obsessed with their body, right? So how can you tell? I guess if you start talking and they just talk about themselves only and they don't care, they don't listen to you, or they fake listening to you, then I guess it's a good bet, right? So yeah, they would be that. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing this and I'm going to share. I love going from one thing to the other. It keeps it a little bit more fun. All right. So let's do, ooh, the seductive narcissist. What is up? Okay, you guys. Shower targets with compliments and flattery for admiration. Will drop people if not praised enough. Sounds like a Leo. I'm a Leo, so no shade, but we love to be praised, but not to this level. Like I won't drop people if they don't praise me. But we like compliments. Leos, we love. Who doesn't love compliments, right? But I guess if they're just all about the compliments, then yeah, right. I like this list. It's very specific, and I like how they they're basically saying like different aspects of the narcissist and dividing it in like overt, malignant, somatic, seductive. But I think that sometimes they can cross over, so you can have an overt grandiose narcissist that's also seductive, and he has all these traits of an overt grandiose narcissist, and then he will drop you if you don't praise him because they kind of, I think they all kind of intertwine a little bit. So yeah, that's my personal opinion. Okay, I don't think the website has seductive narcissist, which just makes me laugh. I'm sorry, seductive narcissist. Seduce me and compliment me, or else I'm dropping you. Okay. Wow. Okay. There's so much work, you guys, aren't they? There's just so much work. I remember when I was with my narc. Yeah, like my narc, like my dog, my pet, my cat, whatever. I was with my narc BF boyfriend. Yeah, he praised me though a lot, which it was weird because I did praise him too. And he would like that, but he wasn't like a seductive one. He was more of an overt, grandiose narcissist. But he would praise me a lot. So be careful because they do praise you a lot and they give you a lot of compliments. But something in my gut when he was giving me those compliments, I was like, oh, I'm not buying it. I don't know why. It was so weird. And I'm not skeptic about compliments. I just say thank you and move on. I don't take them to heart. I think that's my philosophy, because if we take to heart the good things people say about us, then we also are going to take to heart the bad things people say about us. And I'm working towards improving that aspect of myself, where we all love to hear compliments, right? But now I'm like, I trained myself to say thank you and let it go. So when people say something bad about me, it really doesn't affect me as much as it used to. I'm like, apparently they have an issue. Yeah, okay. Who cares? I don't care what they think. Unless it affects my career, then yes. I had a video taken down because the comments were hideous. They were so mean for no reason. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to take this down because it's not helping my career. So something like that, yes. I think it's a smart move. But as far as like taking those comments to heart, I did not take them to heart. They didn't even make me feel any kind of way. I was like, this is not good for my career, so I need to get this down. And they took it down. They were very nice. It was a company that had them up. Very nice. I appreciate that. If you're listening, I appreciate you very much. So anyway, okay, so let's go to the pick, because I love that pick, you guys. It's so cool. Okay, so let's go to the right column. Covert and vulnerable. Okay, so AKA closet, introverted, or hypersensitive, insecure, withdrawn, and avoidant, low self esteem, and defensive, often plays the victim. Yes. And again, all these types of narcissists, they cross over, because my overt, grandiose, narcissistic ex was also a vulnerable one, because he did play the victim a lot, right? They do that. They play the victim, and they abuse you, and then they play the victim, which is so annoying, right? You guys, so annoying. So we're only doing a half hour here, and I'm trying to pack all these um, wonderful tidbits. And by the way, I'm doing lunch with Grace around noon, but give me like a little, like 5 minutes, because I need to prep my food, because I'm doing this live right now, so I can't prep my food. But anyway, so I'll be there like 12:05 if you want to continue to chat with me about anything. That we chat about anything. It's called Lunch with Grace. Anyway, moving on. So let me show you the coverts. Vulnerable. The vulnerable narcissist is characterized by a lack of empathy. They really, all of them do, right? That's kind of like a common trait, I think. Um, so yeah, so lack of empathy, entitlement, hypersensitivity. Yes, hypersensitivity, very much so. They get offended by stupid shit. Like, let's face it. It's like, okay, get over it, dude. Passive aggressive behavior, yes. Sense of justice, yeah, but a really warped one. Resentment, insecurity, low levels of self esteem, and higher levels of depression. Yeah, because, okay, so let's think about this, okay? If you're entitled, you believe you deserve everything, which, granted, we strive to have the best life, right? But one thing is to strive to have the best life or have the best life, and another one is to be entitled to have the best life, right? It's two different things. So if they're entitled and they're not getting what they want, they're going to play the victim. So that kind of makes sense, doesn't it, you guys? It's just very sensical, even though their behavior is not nonsensical sometimes, most of the time. Contempt is pervasive and prominent in these individuals. In the extreme of this presentation, these individuals tend to exhibit behaviors consistent with sociopathy. Ooh, that is no bueno. It's the lack of empathy. Sociopathic individuals have an incredible level of no empathy. Like, I've had sociopaths just say, I mean, they are planning your demise and they think it's funny. That is disgusting. I don't care how much I hate someone, and I don't hate, But let's say I dislike someone, I actually wish them well. I don't want any bad to happen to them. Because, by the way, on a spiritual level, you know that anything you say about other people, your body and your soul, but your body specifically doesn't know it's not you. It thinks it's you're talking to it. So if you're planning somebody's demise, your body will think it's you're planning its demise, which makes sense, right? So yeah, you don't want to do that. These people are so unhealthy. And that doesn't mean, they might live to be 200 years old. And people that are really good might live to be 25. It's a crapshoot. But anyway, that's another story. So, okay. Ooh, this is okay. This is the definition of an internet troll. These individuals frequently engage in projection. So, yes, whenever these people in the comments, you're this, you're that, and da 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 da, they're really projecting their own shit. Because how unkind is it to say shit about people in the comments? I've been guilty of saying shit about one celebrity who was okay, I'm not gonna say, but I said, and then I was sorry I did, because not nice. But the trolls do it all the time. Sometimes we do it, people that are not narcissistic, but the trolls all the time. They live for it, don't they, you guys? They just love it. Some of these trolls are bots, by the way. So even robots have problems. No, I'm kidding. All right. Projection is a defense mechanism unconsciously used to regulate anxiety that we may feel about ourselves. How true? How true? Well, I don't like that I gained weight. So I'm going to call everybody fat, which is so annoying. I hate that. I don't like when people body shame. It's gross. But that's just my personal feeling and opinion. Okay, so an example of what this looks like is when someone is being aggressive and then proceeds to accuse the person they're talking to as being aggressive instead of acknowledging their own behavior. When we cannot tolerate an aspect of ourselves, we have to discard it. This can lead to conflict, distress, and gaslighting. Absolutely. And when it comes to narcissists, the thing is that they will accuse you of things that they're guilty of. That is so typical. It is, it's textbook. Let me tell you, I spot a narc when they say something about me that I know is not true. They're really telling on themselves. Remember, an accusation is a confession most of the time, not always. Anyway, when it comes to narcs, right? So, all right. Let's go to, please feel free to put in the comments, what you and your experiences with narcs has been, or whatever you want. Um, ooh, is it streaming on Instagram? Okay, yes, apparently it is. Okay, because I have like separate. This is sidebar. I have separate windows for Instagram and for the rest of the apps. That's the way StreamYard works. But anyway, all good. Okay, so we have a minute. So, okay, so I think this was pretty good. And I think that for next time, you guys, we can continue this if you're interested. I do have a lot of guests coming up on Relationship Coaching Live, like next week on Tuesday at 11:30, because I had to do these last 2 weeks Thursday because I had appointments and I couldn't do it on Tuesdays. But next week it's Tuesday, and the celebrity journalist Reba Merrill is gonna she's going to give us the tea on celebrities and her relationship to these celebrities, because this is Relationship Coaching Live, right? So I always have like fun guests like that, and we discuss topics that have to do with relationships, because everything is a relationship, right? Even our relationship with Alexa is a relationship. So, or Siri. I had to change the voice because I had an Australian guy. He got on my nerves. I know he sounded very bossy. So now I have the original Siri and I love her. But anyway, okay, you guys, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see you, if you want, join me in Lunch with Grace on YouTube. And if you're not watching from YouTube, my YouTube is at the State of Grace Fraga. And please subscribe hit the subscribe button. And it's, if you're in YouTube, it's going to be on this side. No, this side. I'm looking at the screen. It's going to be on this side. So subscribe. And I need to grow this channel so I can keep helping people, because I don't make any money off of this. I'm just trying to grow and help other people. And so by growing, I can help more people. So hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next Tuesday. Oh, and by the way, real quick, my new book is out. It's called it's about my cancer healing journey, but it's just for anybody who wants to change their life to have joy and peace. And it's called Get This Off My Chest. And I have it on my online shop, but it's like $5.99, and it's on PDF. I might print it at some point, but now you can get it at the stateofgraceshop.com for $5.99. It's a good deal. And I also have a book on narcissism, Healing from Narcissistic Abuse. And that one I think is like I think it's $2.99. You can't beat the price, right? And it's all there. It's how to heal from narcissistic abuse. It's like a condensed guide. And it's also on PDF, and you can get it at the stateofgraceshop.com. All right, my loves, I will see you. I love you. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you at lunch. All right. Bye. Mwah.